Hi everyone, my name is Ben Angelica. I'm here with my girlfriend Natalie, my mom Bridget, and my dad Joe. And today I'm going to talk about Evan Gaddis, who is a real rags to riches story here. Uh, he's what's cool about him is he's the way his path to the MLB is a real uh, different path than most people have been through. What he shows is that he's just like any normal human being. He has his own issues, he has his own problems, and which is actually pretty cool. Is I actually met him when I was in high school. One of my buddies on my teammates, he was friends with Evan Gaddis, so he was able to come out here and talk to us and actually tell us about his story. So I know a little bit more about Evan Gaddis and what I am just finding out online. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to inform you about his life and his path to the MLB. So Evan Gaddis was born on August 18th, 1986 in Dallas, Texas. He grew up in Farmers Branch, Texas, moved to Forney, Texas when he was just about 15 years old. His parents divorced, and he developed like a bad anxiety as a kid, and that carried with him all the way throughout when he was in college, really. And he went to 3 different high schools, which is pretty rare. He went to 3 different high schools trying to follow the same coach around because he really liked this coach. 3 high schools he went to was R.L. Turner High School, Forney High School, and Bishop Lynch High School. They're all in the Dallas area. So Evan Gaddis, he had a really tough path. Like I said, he suffered from anxiety, and he was in a really dark place. After high school, he was getting like all these. He was a big prospect for the MLB. He was expected to get within the 8 rounds, but his alcohol and drug addiction really screwed that up for him. So he ended up not going drafted. He was offered to go play ball at Texas A&M and Rice University. He ended up picking Texas A&M, but instead he got sent to a 30-day rehab facility in Prescott, Arizona. His mom sent him there because he was just going nuts on whatever it was with his anxiety. It was really tough on him. He was actually contemplating suicide for a lot of his teenage to mid-20s of his life, which is really sad to hear. He ended up, after his rehab, he ended up going to Seminole State. It was a JUCO to play ball there, and he ended up blowing out his knee. So after that was like he hit rock bottom right there. And he just decided, hey, I'm going to quit baseball. I'm done. I'm just going to go live my life, whatever. Which actually didn't work out too well for him. He ended up getting like a lot of low-paying jobs. Some of his jobs consisted of he was a valet at in Dallas. He moved to Colorado to move in with his sister, and he was a pizza parlor there and a ski lift operator in Colorado. After Colorado, he went to New York, and he was homeless for a while. He was out there begging for money, begging for food, and then until he moved back down in Dallas and became a janitor. After that, it was just another ski lift in New Mexico, Yellowstone, and he worked at Yellowstone, yeah. And but during this time, he knew he was going through like a rough time, so he tried to seek out guidance through a spiritual guidancer, and he actually followed the same advisor to New Mexico, California, and just like followed him around until he felt he was comfortable by himself. So yeah, that's his tough road. I gave you a little map here of like how his path went, and so he started out here around Dallas. These are all like estimations on where this general area. So first he went to Arizona for his rehab facility, and after the rehab he got an offer to go play in Oklahoma, Seminole, Oklahoma, to go play ball there. He, like I said, he blew out his knee, moved back down to Dallas, and That's where he was valet. He was a valet there. Ended up moving down to New York, where he was actually homeless for a while. He went from New York to Colorado to live with his sister, and then back down to New Mexico to follow his advisor. And his advisor took him to California, and then he ended up moving to Wyoming to work at Yellowstone. And then now he went back to Texas to play ball again. His baseball career, he played select ball when he was growing up with the Dallas Tigers, which, if you're not familiar with baseball around this area, Dallas Tigers is actually a really prestigious select baseball team to play for. He played for the Junior Olympics, which there was a bunch of different people on that team with him, that like Clayton Kershaw and stuff like that. So he was playing with them when he was growing up. He turned down, like I said earlier, a Rice University offer to play baseball or play first base there, to go to A&M and catch. But like I said, he entered that rehab facility and that got dropped. After that, he joined the Seminole State after rehab, where he blew out his knee. And after that big path, or different paths he took to working around after he quit, he ended up returning to baseball at Texas Perryman Basin. And just a little bit of facts on that, he actually tore it up in the league there. He was batting .403, which is a very good batting average. He had 11 home runs, and he ended up being the Heartland Conference postseason first team, which is very well. After that, he ended up getting drafted in the 23rd round by the Atlanta Braves. And he was working in the farm system for a little bit during that. So during the winters, he would go to a winter league and play in Venezuela, actually. And he got the nickname El Oso Blanco, which translates to the Big White Bear. And so that's like his nickname even now today through the MLB. And so after that, he ended up getting traded to the Houston Astros. And and he's been doing well now. He actually became a World Series champion. So this is all just about how Evan Gattis came from being like hitting rock bottom, being a homeless man, and ended up fighting through all the adversity, all the anxiety, his drug addiction, and just became who he is today. So a little bit of facts about him in the MLB right now. His batting average is .248, which is not terrible, but it's not all that great. But he has 139 home runs in his career and 410 RBIs, which is runs batted in. And right now, he's went from homeless, like I said, and now his net worth is about $10 million. So he has a net worth of $10 million. So he came from, like I said, rock bottom to who he is today. This right here is him holding the World Series trophy. This is his dad and his wife now. At the time, it was just his girlfriend, but it's his wife now. And so yeah, that's my speech. Like, they all stayed here to watch me. This is my mom, like I said, my girlfriend, and my old man. So, thank you.